6 Series, race number 6. Al Papini leading Bobby Wilberg by 8 points, Steve Rubeck by 13, and Jeremy Miller by 21 points. Someone could win $21,000 at the conclusion of this one. Here they go. Coming out of turn 4, green flag, and we're racing. Mike Lloyd coming back on John Reynolds here. Good battle for that third spot. Down to the inside, Bob Hansberry. To the outside, Brian Johnson. Johnson going to take that third spot. Bringing Al Papini with him. Tom Kiley down to the inside of Papini. Papini trying to sneak it up to the outside of Hansberry. Two-car breakaway, John Reynolds and Mike Lloyd. Papini starts to go to work on the 38 of Brian Johnson Jr. Papini down to the inside, blasting up side by side with Johnson. And Papini moves it to third. Dennis Miller on the move in the 39 car. He goes down to the inside of Johnson. Dennis Miller trying to move it up to that fourth spot. He'll nose it up there down the back straight. Johnson trying to come back on the outside. And Miller goes to that fourth spot. Here comes Tom Kiley. Down to the inside, goes to work on the 38 of Johnson. Kiley trying to move it up to fifth. Your leader, John Reynolds, in the 45. Papini going for second, down to the inside of Lloyd. Side-by-side race for second. Reynolds able to open up the lead a bit. Papini noses it up to second. Lloyd back on the back straight. A little trade of paint in the corner. Papini up to second. Here comes Miller. Dennis Miller may have the strongest car on the track tonight. He's up to third, blasting past the 21 car. Al Papini pulling in the 45 of John Reynolds. Papini catching the 45 of Reynolds. Miller closing in. Here comes Bobby Wilberg. Wilberg down to the inside of Kiley. Wilberg trying to move it into the top 5. down to the inside of Reynolds. They're coming up on traffic. And Papini, your new leader. Into the wall. Guiley. Oh, my, look out. Look out. Tom Guiley, Jeremy Miller, Bobby Hansberry, Jesse Havens. Papini had just taken the lead. Your leader, Al Papini. Then it's John Reich, Lloyd, and George Bone. Brian Johnson running sixth. Bobby Hacker, Steve Rubeck, Ricky Bilderback, and Steve DeMarb in that 10th spot. Here they come out of turn 4, green flag, and we're racing. Papini holding on. Bone in the 16, putting the pressure on the 21 of Mike Lloyd. Ricky Bilderback to the outside of the 13 of Bobby Hacker. Hacker and Bilderback battling. For that 8th spot, it'll go to Bilderback. Bone to the inside of Lloyd. George Bone continues the pressure on Mike Lloyd in the 21. Dennis Miller right there with John Reynolds in a battle for second. Papini would love to see them go side by side. This time around, 30 laps in, 10 to go. 10 to go. Papini out by 3 car lengths over Reynolds, then it's Miller. Miller right there on the rear end of the 45 of Reynolds. Steve Rubeck side by side with Johnson. Rubeck trying to move up to 6th. Up to that 6th spot, Steve Rubeck. Johnson back on the outside now. Papini opens it up to 5 car lengths. 5 laps to go, 5 to go. Rubeck cannot clear. The Brian Johnson car, the 38 car. Finally getting by up to that 6th spot. Oh, look out. Into the wall, Derek Dobbs. That'll tighten this field up here. Dobbs into that wall. And there it is, the one-lap signal from award-winning NASCAR starter Tom Powell. And chief leak checker Tom Powell. The back road Pontiac pace car heads to the infield. Green flag, and we're racing. Miller right there with Papini. Coming around to the white flag this time around. Oh my! Miller throws it out of the corner. White is out. Miller again with a charge. Throws it out of the corner. Papini pulling away. Al Papini out of turn 4 to the checkered, second to Miller. Third Reynolds, fourth Bone, and fifth Mike Lloyd. Al Papini with the victory. Dennis Miller second, John Reynolds third, George Bone fourth, and Mike Lloyd brings it home fifth.